turning insults into a test of character. There will be times in life when you're insulted, not because you've done something wrong, but simply because someone else needs to feel taller by bringing others down. They use sarcasm, condescending glances, or seemingly harmless jokes to make you feel small in front of others. You feel hurt, humiliated, maybe even wish you could disappear. But pause for a moment and look at it differently. What just happened wasn't humiliation. It was a test of your character. You can't control how others treat you, but you can always control how you respond. That's exactly what Stoic philosophy teaches us. True strength doesn't lie in striking back. It lies in staying calm, preserving your dignity, and holding on to your self-respect in the storm of emotions. When someone insults you and you remain silent, with steady eyes and an unshaken heart, you are sending a clear message. I know who I am, and your words don't define me. No shouting, no explanations. Your calmness is your strongest response. Real respect is never demanded. It's earned through how you carry yourself. Each time you stay grounded in the face of insult, you not only protect your own dignity, you quietly inspire others to admire you, even if they never say it aloud. Life will give you many moments of being misjudged, misunderstood, even belittled. But if you learn to use those very moments to show your strength, not with words, but with composure, you won't just overcome them. You will rise above them. And in doing so, you won't just be remembered, you'll be respected. First impressions. Confidence begins with the smallest actions. In life, many people believe that to make a strong impression, they need to say clever things, showcase deep knowledge, or have an impressive appearance. But the truth is, first impressions often come from the smallest details, like the way you stand up to greet someone, how you hold eye contact, or the firmness and sincerity of your handshake. These simple gestures send a powerful message about your confidence and self-worth without saying a word. According to Stoic philosophy, flashy appearances or loud words do not define true character. True class is revealed through self-control, presence, and attitude in the smallest of moments. When you rise to greet someone, hold steady eye contact, and remain fully present, you are showing that you are prepared, respectful, and that you know your own worth. On the other hand, even a talented person who stays seated when someone approaches, glances at their phone while shaking hands, or avoids eye contact can unintentionally send the message of insecurity or disrespect. In a fast-paced, competitive world, these small details shape how others perceive you. Don't underestimate the power of a small act, because sometimes just standing up at the right moment is enough to earn someone's respect and leave a lasting impression. Facing interruptions with calm, the power of self-mastery. In conversations, it's not uncommon to find yourself speaking when someone suddenly cuts you off. Maybe they're eager to share, maybe they're impatient, or perhaps they simply lack respect. Most people's first instinct is to feel irritated, flustered, or even angry. But if you truly want to show strength of character, choose a different path. Pause, remain silent for a few seconds, and look at the person with calm, steady eyes. You'll be surprised at what happens next. In that brief silence, the person who interrupted you often begins to feel uncomfortable. They start to realize that they spoke out of turn. And the powerful part is, you didn't have to say a single word. Your silence says it all. It's a nonverbal response, but one that speaks louder than confrontation. It shows that you are in control of your emotions and that you won't be drawn into a battle of egos or impatience. Stoic philosophy calls this the power of withholding your reaction. You don't have to respond to everything that's said. You don't have to retaliate when disrespected. Because true strength doesn't come from raising your voice. It comes from the ability to stay calm and composed in the face of provocation. Every time you stay calm when interrupted, you teach others how to treat you. And more importantly, you are training a rare and priceless quality within yourself: self-control. In a noisy world, the person who can hold their silence at the right moment is often the one others listen to the longest. Humility, the quiet strength of inner stability. When you are criticized, misunderstood, or even humiliated, the natural instinct is to defend yourself, argue, or prove your worth. But in Stoic philosophy, the wisest response is often humility. Humility doesn't mean weakness. It's not about surrendering to injustice or accepting everything in silence. On the contrary, humility is an inner strength, the ability to recognize your true worth without needing to shout it out for others to hear. A humble person doesn't rush to react. They listen calmly, discern what's worth learning from, and let go of what's not. Stoicism sees humility as a shield that protects the mind from being shaken by external judgment. When you are humble, you don't get pulled into battles of ego. You understand that your value isn't determined by other people's opinions, but by your actions, your attitude, and your commitment to what's right. A humble person doesn't need to win every argument because they're not driven by the need to be right. That very detachment gives them incredible stability. They are not wounded by criticism, nor swayed by praise. In a noisy world filled with judgment and ego, humility is the quiet refuge of a truly strong soul. Redefining shame, turning it into a moral compass. Shame often makes us want to hide, stay silent, or shrink ourselves, but Stoic philosophy teaches that shame isn't always negative. There are two types of shame. One is healthy shame, the kind that arises from within when we realize we've acted against our own values. This type of shame acts as a moral compass, guiding us back to integrity and helping us live more honestly. In contrast, toxic shame comes from the outside, from judgmental looks, criticism, or the expectations imposed by others. If we allow it to dominate us, it can paralyze our growth and erode our self-worth. A Stoic learns to clearly distinguish between these two feelings. They don't let external voices drown out their inner values. Instead of being crushed by shame, they use it as an opportunity for self-reflection, growth, and returning to what truly matters. On the path of inner strength, it is often the most uncomfortable emotions that open the door to real freedom. Practicing positive indifference, finding peace in what you can't control. One of the core principles of Stoic philosophy is this: clearly distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot. We can't control what others think of us, their judgments, unexpected events, or how the world treats us. But we can always control our responses, our actions, our attitude, and the values we choose to live by. When someone speaks ill of you, when circumstances turn against you, or when things simply don't go your way, don't waste your energy trying to change what's beyond your reach. Let go, not as a form of giving up, but as an act of wisdom. Letting go frees your mind from noise and helps you focus your strength where it truly matters. Positive indifference in Stoicism is not coldness or apathy. It is the intentional decision not to let your peace be ruled by things outside your control. That conscious detachment is real freedom, the kind that keeps you grounded amid gossip, chaos, and unpredictability. It allows you to stay calm, focused, and dedicated to becoming the best version of yourself. True strength, mastering yourself in a chaotic world. In a world full of noise, where people are easily swayed by emotions, opinions, and external pressure, Stoic philosophy offers one of the most valuable gifts: the ability to master yourself. Not to control others, not to manipulate circumstances, but to take full command of your thoughts, your emotions, and how you choose to respond to whatever life throws at you. When you learn to turn inward, to listen to your core values and act with reason instead of impulse, you are building a foundation for true freedom. A kind of peace that no one can take away. No criticism can break you. No chaos can shake you, because you know who's steering your ship. Real strength doesn't shout. It doesn't need to prove itself. It's quiet, but unshakable. It's the strength that shows when you choose calm over anger, kindness over retaliation, and intention over reaction. That is character, and it's why those who live by Stoic principles, even in silence, radiate a kind of presence that quietly commands respect.